Hi guys, I'm a Forester here, and this is the time of year when I renew my auto insurance. And I don't really look forward to it because it goes up every year, it seems like. So I thought I would put together some figures on the insurance rates that I've been paying, what it's been going up over the years. I'll give you a warning as to something I found out when I started pricing insurance this year, and then I'll tell you my solution, how I solved it for myself. So let's jump into it. If you watch my channel, you know that I have 4 vehicles. A Toyota Highlander, it's our newest vehicle and the only one I carry comprehensive on. It's a 2015 and we want to protect that vehicle. Our Genesis, I dropped comprehensive on it a few years back because the rates were going up so high. It's a 2011. Excuse me. Our Buick and our GMC Sierra are 2002 and 2003. They're old vehicles. Their value is fairly low, and so I don't carry comprehensive on those, just liability and uninsured and underinsured. So here's some of the data going back to 2022. In this period of time since 2022, I've used 2 different companies, and now I'm going to a third. And the rates have gone up over those years. So I'll give you an idea how much they've gone up. In 2022, I was using Safeco Insurance Company. They were a fine company, didn't have any problem with them, but I was paying $1,347 per year for insurance on 4 vehicles, and that was for the full year. Now, some of you are probably saying, hey, I pay that much on one vehicle. And you may, because I know I have a friend who has a brand new vehicle that they're paying over $1,400 for comprehensive and all full coverage on that vehicle. So I'm not complaining about the overall amount I pay. It's just that they're going up. The rates are going up so high. So in 2022, I paid $1,347 per year for 4 vehicles. And in 2025, I got a bill to renew for $1,909, almost $2,000 for the same 4 vehicles. And some of them have reduced coverage. I've reduced things and increased the deductibles and that type thing. So I contacted my insurance agent who's local, and I like to have a local insurance agent if possible. I want to talk to somebody face to face. But I told them, I said, I'm not going to put up with this increased rate every year. So I didn't give it to you, but since 2022 to 2025, the rate has gone up on average 12% per year. You know, that's way more than inflation. And so I don't see any reason why it should be going up that high. I think we're being abused. So I reached out to South Carolina Farm Bureau, man, I can't say that, South Carolina Farm Bureau, who used to have my insurance account with. And so I went back to them and got a price from them. They were just as high, if not higher. I went to the South Carolina Credit Union where we have an account, and they had a special deal with an insurance company. And to be honest, I don't remember the company. I contacted them. It was not a special deal. They were higher than anybody else. I went to State Farm, who I used to have my coverage with, and they were somewhere in between my current account with, I don't know if I said it, but with Auto Owners. So I used to be with Safeco. Now I'm with Auto Owners Insurance. And the State Farm was reasonable, but it was somewhere in between the Auto Owners and some of the other bids that I got, Farm Bureau bid. So, you know, I went to my agent again and I said, look, I've got to have some help on this. And she had supposedly been working for me trying to get better bids, but when I got the actual bill, it was for the exact same amount that I'd gotten before, $1,909. Now, I have a warning for you. I saw an ad, I think it was on Instagram, for Costco Insurance, and I'm a Costco member, and I think highly of Costco. And the ad led me to believe that Costco had their own insurance for automobiles. So I thought, well, that's great. They probably have a pretty good rate on it. So I went to their website. I clicked on a link, went to the website, and there was a form to fill out all about our vehicles. Everything that every other insurance company has asked for, they wanted the same information. They also wanted information on the drivers. So I provided my wife and my information to them. And it was, I won't say it's a scam, but Costco does not have insurance. That's very plain with what happened. So all they did is collected that information and did mass mail-outs or emails to insurance agents in a wide area, multi-state area. And I started getting flooded with phone calls and emails about their proposal for me. And people I'd never heard of and not anywhere local. I didn't bring something out to sip on. I should have. But so anyway, I just started deleting them. I did respond to one who was local and got a bid from them, but it wasn't a good bid. So Costco does not have insurance. They just use that. And I did ask the insurance agents, do you pay for this service from Costco? And they said yes. So they pay for everyone that they contact. I don't know if I have to accept the bid from them or what, but they do pay for that information. So that was a mistake, and I would warn you not to respond to that Costco ad if you see it. But I did have a happy ending to my story. So when I went to the agent, and somebody else had suggested I look at Progressive. So, and this is not being sponsored by Progressive, but it's just my decision, what I made. So when I see a company that advertises a lot, I have a natural bias not to go to that company, because more than likely, if they have a high advertising budget, their premiums are going to be high also. But I went to my agent and I told them, I said, I've got to have a better bid, a better price. This is the straw that broke the camel's back with this 12% per year for multiple years. So she even suggested that they could write a Progressive policy, and she checked on Progressive. I did also. So I went to Progressive, put in my information on my own, and I got a bid. I wanted to see how it compared to her bid. So she shared her bid with me, and it was just a tad above the bid I got. And I decided to go through the agent so that I had someone nearby to talk to. But the bid, so remember, my bid from Auto Owners Insurance is $1,909. Progressive's bid for the same 4 vehicles and the same coverage was, drum roll, $984. My first thought was, well, that's for 6 months, because they do write 6-month policies. But no, that's for 1 full year. I have it in writing. $984, almost $1,000 saved. And, so they, other than my agent who's local, I don't know what the experience will be like if I ever have a claim, which I haven't had any type of claim in years and years. I can't even remember it. But I don't know what that experience will be like, but I did lock it down for 1 year. So I'll give it a 1-year trial and we'll see. If you have any experience with Progressive, or you just want to vent a little bit about your insurance rates, comment below. Y'all take care.